Next up, we got Avalanche here, Avax. So similar to all the other cryptocurrencies we've recently looked at, it completely fell through the floor. Broke all these zones that I had drawn out. There was a trade here, but I don't think I would have gotten in on it. I mean, possibly I would have taken it here, but price, I didn't get a 4 hour close below 12.25. I got it, well, this closed below it, but it wasn't fully closed below it. It was halfway through, so I don't think I would have actually taken it here. And then by then I just completely missed it and lost it all, like all through here. I would have never even targeted this low. I mean, I was targeting the top of this zone. It completely annihilated it. So yeah, I mean, Avalanche completely bearish. So we can delete all these zones now because price did not respect any of them. And now we're going to look at what we're going to do next for Avalanche. So delete this for now. I mean, it even pushed this zone like all the way through. For this to break $11 and hold below this all within one candle, crazy. So super bearish. We can actually move this liquidity zone down here. It's way below even this recent one, like this most recent one way back here in June. But yeah, I can delete these for right now. We'll just move them over. We'll figure them out for next month because this month is most likely done. And our monthly ranges are all completely whack right now because that's just how cryptocurrencies move. They're not, the averages don't really align. They're always different. So, but looking at this, I would look for a possible retracement trade first thing if price decides to start pulling up. So that was the main thing. And then you can see like this 50% area actually aligns perfectly with these two zones here. So like with this lower liquidity zone, like when price came down, respected, came up, then came back down, respected, broke below this zone, and then you can see it came up, retested again. So I do like this area right around $13, between 13 and about $12.75 to be honest, is right on the money it seems. So I'm actually going to draw this out. $12.75 seems like an ideal price just looking at it. Possibly $13. See if I can see this better. I don't think we can. There we go. So $12.75 is kind of the first price I have in mind, right between, really close to this 50% zone. Might push a bit higher right into this 50% to the 618 zone, and then try to really fill this gap between the daily moving average and current price. But as far as right now, I mean, this is super bearish, right? Like there's no sign of bull life at all. Way below the 4 hour moving average, way below the 1 hour moving average. So for me to take a position on this and consider buying and hoping that it takes the retracement route, you need price to start making higher highs, higher lows, and it just has not on this 1 hour yet. We need price to cross over this 1 hour moving average. Ideally it will be lower. Ideally price will probably move back. It will probably retest this zone again, and then if it decides to start making going higher, I think what will happen is price will come down first in this zone, retest it again, retest kind of this wick area for sure, and then maybe pull back up and head towards this. So this might actually end up being a next month trade, would actually be from this zone up to this $12.75, $13 mark. Oh, we can move this monthly range here. So something like this, I would shoot for $13 right at that 50% zone. It's bang on. So it would be something like this, but this is most likely a next month trade. We have 10 days left in this month. I mean, crazier things could happen, I guess. Like it moved so much in 3 days, so I guess this can happen, but I'm just not banking on it. But I do think it'll come back up to $12.75 if it decides it wants to start coming back up. If it doesn't, and if it decides to keep breaking lower, then I don't know, like we're headed to, I don't even know what the low for this would be. Like it's never been this low before. These are all-time lows, but wow, that's crazy. Yeah, as far as, I mean, maybe on other platforms, but on TradingView here, this is the lowest we got. So pretty wild. So if Avalanche falls through, you know, 10 bucks, if it breaks $10, let's say right here, and holds, then I mean it's probably going quite a bit further. So, but if that does not happen, if we get some bullish momentum in this area and it starts pulling back up, I do think it'll come up to about 12.75, 13 bucks, and probably look for another short position there. See these moving averages, yeah, so it would end up crossing over this 4-hour moving average, but probably only briefly as it enters this zone. And then you look for a short position once price gets there. So basically, let's say for the rest of this month, which I don't think this is actually going to happen, but we'll lay it out this way just so it looks all right. So for the rest of this month, you know, let's say price comes back down right here, retest this area, decides no, we want to go back up, we're going to retrace. So then it comes back up, it retraces all the way to 13 bucks. So that is your movement for the rest of the month here. Let's say we got 10 days to get up to 13 bucks from basically, you know, where it's at right now at 10.84 up to 13 bucks. So about 3 bucks, two and some change, I guess. Just over 2 bucks for price to come all the way up here. And then looking for a short position, most likely back down to this area for next month. So something like that. Just as I look at it first here, it's kind of what I see happening. Because I mean, even if price gets up to 12.75, if it starts rejecting, then it's still way below this moving average. And also, all it did was retrace this. So even if it pulls up here, it's not because it's bullish. It's because it's just retracing this entire down movement. It went from $16 all the way to 10, just straight down. Like it just it doesn't get more like straight down than that. So just very consistent, all the way from mid-July, July 14th, boom, all the way to August 17th, just straight down, no pullbacks. So very bearish in my eyes. So I would only be really looking to short this overall, but possibly buying it if it starts rejecting this area down here at about 10.50 kind of thing. And if this 1-hour moving average can catch up and price can cross above the 1-hour moving average, starts creating higher highs, higher lows, and giving us some bull structure after rejecting the zone again, then I would consider a buy position to 12.75 or 13 bucks to finish off the month and going into next month. And then for next month, I'd be looking at a short position if price got up to this area, something like this. So that is kind of my take on Avalanche, Avax. I keep you guys posted. Let me know if you have any other questions about any of the pairs or anything else. I love comments. I love questions. All your support is really appreciated, so thank you. And I'll catch you in the next one.